I was going to say a few words about Rohit today, what I really found as stated in his BNI Connect bio. So he's 10 years in business, previous job titles, customer service, product specialist, product manager in UPC. His spouse, his wife's name is Alka. He's father of 2 boys. He's got no pets. Hobbies and interests, nature, photography, music, and radio. City of residence, Dublin, for the last 16 years. His burning desire is to create a group of companies. So Rocket is next Richard Branson there. Something no one knows about me, my first business for renting comic books at the age of 14, and it only lasted the summer holidays very well. My key to success is persistence, commercial, remove that manual process and bring in automation. It looks cheaper but costs a lot. Ideal referral, anyone with stock or need for automation in the business. And top problem solved, provide a stock management system to Seiko, the watch company, to help them manage the time and equipment used in sports events like Olympics and other international sport events. I'm going to yield floor or screen to Rocket at the moment. He's going to share his materials and educate us further about what he does.
Thank you, Vedran. Thank you all for giving me an opportunity to present this morning. So the topic I'm going to cover today is 10 ways to automate your business. And after I announced 10 ways to automate your business, I realized, wow, 10 is a bit too much for a 10-minute presentation. So I will be rushing through some of the content, but I am recording this and I will be available for one-to-ones after this to discuss them in more detail. So without further ado, and please stop me in between if you have any questions or anything like that. A little bit about myself. Moved from Ireland, from India to Ireland back in 2003. So 17 years this year in the country, part of the machinery. I came in to study in DIT, my engineering degree. And yes, followed on, started the business in 2008. That's life. Kapish, who turned 3 literally last Friday, and Yugam, who's 5 or who's turning 5 in September, they take up most of the time outside work. And sure, they are real life. So I don't mind the lockdown as much because you know what? I'm getting to spend time with them. About target integration. So Aman was there in the call earlier. Aman is looking after target integration India for us. At this stage, well, the business was established in Fairview, north side of Dublin in 2008 in a small room. At this stage, we've got offices in Ireland, Dublin, City West, in UK, Birmingham, in India, New Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore. In US, San Francisco, which is still a virtual office. We are still planning to hire somebody there. We're looking at the market carefully. There's a development center in Greece. We don't advertise it as much because it's only a development center and not sales. So we are providing a perfect mix of quality and value, but what do? We provide CRM and ERP systems in cloud. These are software automation systems. These are software systems sitting in cloud. You can use them, access them from anywhere in the world. And one of the testimonials we received from, from one of our clients was, if it wasn't about the systems provided by target integration, I wouldn't have been in business in recession or in lockdown period. They are able to access all the information remotely. That's the team. As I said, Aman was joining us. He somehow dropped off. Andy looks after UK. Rest of the team is here. Darren looks after accounts here in Ireland. Dhananjay, we'll have to put you up on this as well one of the days. So Darren and Dhananjay, just an introduction. Yes, 2 of you look after the accounts of the company. What am I talking about? So I had a target of finishing this in 3 minutes. Done. Now, 7 minutes, we will talk about the topic. What am I talking about? I'm talking about automation. I'm talking about what's called digital transformation. Converting a manual task into a digital process, something that takes much less time and gives higher productivity in simple terms. So throughout this presentation, 10 topics I will be covering, but you'll see logos here. I won't talk about them, but you'll get to know them. They are customers. for whom we have done similar work. There will be few questions coming in. I will try and give you clues as well. So these are conversation starters for your contacts. So a lot of BNI team members come and ask me, look, how do we give you a referral? How do we start the conversation for you? These are conversation starter questions. You can take note of, or you can remember them, and you can mention it to your contacts when you're talking to them. And then I will talk about how those actions or areas can be automated. Quick enough? That touches 4 minutes. So how many leads? Sales automation, first of all. Now, sales first before marketing, because sales people go and when they start their business, they want to get sales first. While they are doing a bit of marketing as well, sales is the most important part. How many leads did you receive from BNI or other channels? How many converted to a sale, placed an order? What was the total value of the order or orders? And how easy is it to use a CRM system if you have one? Do you do any drip email marketing or not? These are the questions which will allow you to start a conversation, but then at the same time, they apply to your business as well. Do you have any of that? And if you don't, you must look at CRM systems, lead tracking software. Some of the people, I always say customer relationship management is a methodology, is a mentality rather than anything else. So if you use an Excel spreadsheet to record these as well, please go for it, do it. If you are 5 employees and below, most of these tools are free, available on the internet as well. Come and talk to me after the presentation and I'll introduce you to a few of them. Marketing automation. So questions kind of go multiple ways to do your marketing. So who came to the website 3 times last week, has now sent you a contact form submission. Can you track all of that? Can you see that there is a full journey of a customer, of a lead, when they hit the website, when they come and talk to you? They come to the website quite often, but they don't talk to you. Can you track them? Can you find some information about them? That's something you can do using a marketing automation software or an SMS marketing software. I was talking to one of the members earlier, a couple of weeks ago as well. SMS marketing is quite strong. SMS has a higher open rate compared to emails. We are all kind of drowned into emails, but yes, SMSs get the highest open rate. E-commerce automation, primarily just making sure that do you have an online presence? If you do, price list management, inventory management, accounting reconciliation. Number of times we talk to accountants and business owners and they go, accounting software and e-commerce software are 2 different things for us. So how do we integrate them together? Are you selling on Amazon or eBay? Are they all synchronized together so that a product sold online on your website comes out of stock immediately as it is from Amazon or eBay? And if you're selling time as a consultant as well, there is an opportunity to go and sell that time online. Why can't somebody book a meeting with you? Why can't somebody book a photography session with you or a videography session with you online if you're selling those services? Integrated e-commerce to point of sale, inventory management, finance systems. That's the area where you can improve some of the business processes. Inventory management. How many stock shortages did you have? How do you manage, plan your purchases? Do you think the stock that you have is enough to fulfill orders for next X months? X is what you define. Is the online stock synchronized with stock in the warehouse or shop? And that's where inventory management systems, point of sale systems, e-commerce, Amazon integration comes in picture. Manufacturing management. This is very interesting. Bigger companies or any company who's manufacturing at the moment or were manufacturing back before lockdown happened. How do you decide how much to manufacture? How do you decide how much raw material to purchase from your manufacturing? Do you manufacture to export or is it for local market? Because of course you need to then consider lead time, then you need to consider manufacturing, export, or on shelf time, etc. Manufacturing management system might be for you, bills of material management, demand planning systems, looking at forecasting and all of that. Project management, where you sell time and material. A lot of construction companies, architects, all of them fall into this place. Also, a lot of accountants fall into this place as well. How many customers or projects are you running at any point of time? Are they fixed price or are they time and material? How much time do you spend on them? Are they profitable or not? How many purchases are allocated to them? And again, are the projects profitable? That's what you need to measure. Got the message? 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Yeah, thank you. Time tracking and billing software is something for you. Now, banking and accounting automation, pretty important in today's day and age. You can integrate most of the banks. Irish banks are a little bit difficult to integrate, but there are integrations available for them as well, and it speeds up your reconciliation of transactions. Are you always on time with your revenue tax submissions? Are you always quick? Now you can ask these to your customers, to your contacts, and it allows them to think, and then they can probably start a better conversation with you. Then you can refer them to us. Do you know if you're profitable up to last month? That's where, by the way, subscription automation. Anybody who's in subscription business, start a subscription of 2 wines a month for a lower price of X, and put this on automation. Deliver 2 wines, and the money comes out of the bank automatically. Helpdesk automation, again, did that for a number of customers. Charm your customers. Do you have a help desk call center? What's the turnaround time from your call center if a ticket is received? How many calls do you receive? Are you missing phone calls? And this is where integrated phone system, ticket management, online chat for tickets comes in. Now, I'm going to run over time. Sorry, Valentina, Lillian, but I'll just quickly finish on slide 10. Team communication, internal communication, still relying on email communication. Then quite a lot of people use WhatsApps, but yes, I would say have an internal communication system. Microsoft Teams, Zoho, Click, there are loads of software out there. Can team members take phone calls from home? It's a business phone call. Can they work on document spreadsheets at the same time? Collaboration suite and likes of those. And that's quite a lot available in today's day and age. Now, HR management comes at the end, because yes, you need to have a team, you need to manage that team, you need to hire quite a lot of people. And this also applies to a lot of recruitment companies if you're talking to any of them. How many CVs do you have? How many employees do you have? How do you match those employees? Can you search them by skills? Do you know who's on holidays and when? This is more on the people management side of things. And the opportunities there are having a recruitment management system, having the HRMS as it is called, and HR information system. I'll rest at that. But think about it. Business intelligence and reporting, everybody needs that. Peter Drucker once said, everything what is measured gets managed, and that's my 11 minutes. Thank you all. Open for questions now.
Any questions for Rohit?
I've got a question, Rohit. So your marketing automation software, how does that work? Or do you put that on the website, or what happens there?
Well, primarily all of these systems are cloud-based. So that means you open up something like www.zoho.com, odoo.com, adomain.com, anydomain.com, and you start using them. Very similar to Facebook, LinkedIn, and all of those. Put your username and password, all of your customers' data is there. And yes, you start marketing them. So whether you're sending them an email shot, whether you're sending them text messages, even in today's day and age, of course, WhatsApp has become quite popular as well. So you can send them a blast WhatsApp message as well.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else?
No.
Sorry, Lillian. Sorry, Rohit. Would you come on site and train people?
That used to be the case, Noel. So yes, we would generally come on site, train people up a day, 2 days as needed, and then handhold them once the training is done. So then there is online support available. At the moment, we are doing these over a couple of hours of sessions on a regular basis. So 2 hours today, 2 hours tomorrow, 2 hours Monday.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problems. Any other questions? Look, conscious of time. So if if there are other questions, I would say if you ping them on a one-to-one message to me, I'll share my contact details. You can find me easily online. Search Rohit Thakral on Target Integration or Target Integration, and you'll be able to get in touch with us.